Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Ready, set, go.
Krosky Merritt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Broken tackle. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first and 10, here's Irvin. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Irvin. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Bobby Wagner. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
4th down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger, 9, go.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackle through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. From the gun, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got it broken. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Real.
Irving trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
They'll try it now with Irving. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Hold it ready.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
19 Tiger.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 31-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Set. Hey. Crack all 80.
They'll run once more with JCM. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here's Daniels. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ben sent it from 17 yards out. And the Commanders go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Gain of 6.
King. Run.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
To throw, Mayfield. A quick throw, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Pistol.
Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the jump.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Here we go. Set. 70, blocking, 18.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Handoff running left, Irving. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
To the 27-yard line.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And 6. At the 16.
They'll set up to throw. Delivering the pass here to Evans on the out route. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Commanders 22, Buccaneers 16.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air goes Daniels. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Back now in Tampa. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
18 Rattler.
Daniels going to throw for it. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done now.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Viking 18.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Inside the 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Throwing after the interception. Daniels. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice game, get some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Short throw here, the tight end Bates. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very strong, very precise in throwing the football.
18, 19. 70 ranges.
They'll look to throw. Short throw here to tight end Bates. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
That's good for Washington.
19 Lions.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
He'll look to throw. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. Here comes 2nd down.
19 Tiger. Trap 60.
28-yard line.
Back to throw. Going for it all. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go.
Washington will line up for the 2-point
60
conversion.
Eagles.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Boy, because I got all the hits, boy.